Hello everyone. So I am spending some time outside today on my break between shifts at work. Thankfully, it's like, I think it said like 40, 42 degrees out. I don't know. Feels pretty nice to me. And it's sunny, and I hope that you can hear me okay because it might get a little windy at times. We'll try to talk a little louder, but we all know how that goes. So, oh yay, the sun's coming out, and I'm still really dark. I wonder if there's like a way to, I can't really see very well on this thing. Who knows? Who knows? I hope it's not super dark for you, but either way, it is what it is. So, I have no idea what I want to talk about because I didn't really prepare for making a video today, but I did want to make a video, so let's rack my brain. Something that I don't know if it is true for all INFJs. I've read that it is, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't always talked to like the couple of INFJs that I do know. I haven't had these discussions with them. I feel like my way of thinking about it is a little weird, but it might be might be that way for everybody. So, nature is a big thing for me. I love being outside. I love being in nature at all. Trees like have their own type of beauty in my eyes and in my mind. Like, I can look at different trees and just admire each part of it. And one of my favorite types of trees is a weeping willow tree. And I've told a couple of people about the fact that I want to find... I go to a place in my mind when I think about going to, like, a peaceful place. If it's not a lake or the lake that I've been going to since I was really young, I will go to a new setting that I've made, and it's like it's on a hill overlooking some expanse of water, usually a lake because I like to see the other side, but usually over the lake, and I'm sitting, you know, on the grass with my back against a weeping willow tree, and like, you know, it's a nice warm breeze going on. It's really peaceful. So that's something that I do really want to find in real life. I haven't ever seen anything like that around me or anywhere that I've traveled. So if you know a place that, you know, has that kind of scenery, please let me know, because I really want to check it out. I also want to see how many of these places I can find. It's just a really nice thought for me. But even though I like the city, I like visiting the city, and I like the cute little coffee shops that are everywhere. I really want to go visit New York, and I really liked Chicago, and it's somewhere that I think I could spend a decent amount of time living at. I don't think it's somewhere that, if I don't have like a getaway place that I could go to, I don't think I'd be super happy with staying there for a long period of time. But I haven't tried it out yet, and I have talked to a couple of my friends about moving to a bigger city to see how it goes. I want to have new life experiences and all that good stuff. I do think that when I finally do get my own place or go somewhere that I think is going to be more long-term, I think it'll definitely be around a lake. I've already lived in an apartment where I was overlooking a lake, and like being on my porch at any time or just looking out my window at the lake in the morning when I woke up, at night when I came home, like I don't think I've ever been happier with a scenery that was outside my door. I love lakes. I grew up in suburbs, clearly, but I grew up in suburbs, and every year my family would take a trip up to the Roscommon area, and we would stay in like a log cabin that had like a cute little fireplace in it. Like, it's so quaint and homey, definitely woodsy, and I absolutely love that place. If I could live on that lake, I would. And there's a lot of other lakes in Michigan that are so pretty. Like, I haven't been up to this part of Michigan yet, but in like Traverse City, Charlevoix, I can't remember the other names of the cities, but around there, I've heard it's really, really pretty. So I do want to go there as well. Check that out. I don't know if my job's gonna... I'm sure I can figure it out. But I love going camping as well. It doesn't matter what kind of camping. I'm not super fond of completely rustic, like you gotta go dig a hole kind of camping. But I would still like to try that at some point, like have that experience. But I think nature in general is one of the, well, like I said, I've read about it, and it's one of the things that INFJs idealize, or that we think connects us to a higher power or spirituality. Like, we view it on a different level, and I would agree with that for me, because it is. I don't feel closer to anything as much as I do when I am in nature. It's so relaxing. Like, even sitting here right now, you can see I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at my surroundings. I'm watching all the birds, like, chirping and everything. Seeing all the leaves that were left over from fall, and it's nice seeing it all, being in it. This is the first time that I've sat out in my backyard this season, or more so since I moved back home, and I do like my backyard. It's definitely a place that I used to spend a lot of time in because I like being outside. So yeah, if you're an INFJ and you feel the same way about nature, please let me know, because I would like to find out more about that as well, like if that's something that we all have in common. Like, also, different thought related to nature. I'm watching the wind go through the trees right now. Might actually get pretty windy on the camera. Sorry if that comes through in a sound. But when I would be up north at the lake, there was a lot of tree cover, and the type of green that was on the leaves up there, I don't know what kind of trees they are, but it was a nice array of colors or shades of green. And when the sun was out over them, like, I used to lay on the beach and, read a book most of my time while I'm up there, because it's like a perfect setting for me. But when I would lay there and then if I was to look up, and look through the trees, something about the sun shining through the leaves as it's being, as the wind is going. It's just, it looks like glitter. It looks like, just really, I don't know, it's inspiring, if that makes sense. Everything about nature, to me, is inspiring, except for some insects and bugs. I don't like bugs at all. They freak me out very much. And I just got goosebumps again not because I'm outside, not because it's cold out here, because it's actually not too bad, but because I started thinking about bugs. Love animals, I really do, but insects, I can't. I turn into a 2-year-old that's afraid. It's pretty funny. I actually, sometimes I freeze, completely freeze, and then I have to call for somebody to help me. And then, they have to kill it. Although some people don't kill them, they just, take them outside and let them roam around, which, if it's the first time, fine. But if it's that exact same one the second time, that fucker needs to go. Sorry about the language, but it's true. Because then he's coming back for me. He's like, I know this person. Which leads me into a thought, unrelated to nature, but related to insects and bugs, that has actually changed my outlook on spiders a little bit. Because spiders are one of the things that creep me out the most. But I saw a meme on Facebook or some kind of social media that said, what if that spider that you just killed thought you were roommates for 7 years and he was protecting you from all the other bugs? That's some deep shit. That is really deep. And it, gets to me. And I've started getting better about spiders because of that. And I feel to some people that would be that's so weird, that's so random. But it hit home. So, it's yeah, sorry. Yep. What are some other aspects about nature? I love all of the seasons. There's something uniquely special about each season that, like I said, Michigan is a very good place for me, other than the fact that our winters last 6 months, 8. Not necessarily all snow, but we definitely have, it gets cold around, late September, sometimes, generally through October. It starts snowing. It's actually snowed here on Halloween a couple of times. Or it's sleeted. So it is rainy snow, which is even worse. So that. But I do love the snow as well. My two favorite seasons are fall and winter. My favorite season used to be winter specifically, but that's because I love Christmas so much. And all of my friends know that I'm a Christmas fanatic. I go all out for Christmas. It's a really nice experience. And it's a lot about family. Fall and winter are a lot more family-oriented than the rest of the year is. And that's because, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, around Christmas time, my family used to come out to this side of the state and spend time with us. So that was a family tradition as well. So I think that had more influence as well as just, Christmas and family time. So, there was more of a point made to it. But summer here isn't bad. It's actually, it doesn't really get into the 90s or anything like that. So it's not too hot, It can get pretty humid, but I don't know, there's just something about hotter weather that I don't like. It needs to be less than 80, at least less than 85 for me to be like okay. I just don't like it. But I like being at the lake. Well, I don't just like being at the lake. I love being at the lake. It is the best. So, but I can enjoy the lake at all times. But yeah, I don't fully remember why I got onto such a tangent, but I did, and I don't remember where I was going with that in general. And I always say in general, and anyways. Those are like two interjections that I just use a lot of the time. It's really nice out. But yeah, the only thing that I don't like about Michigan is the fact that our winter lasts so long. Like, ridiculously long. I wish it was in the 50s, you know, like February and March, or even just March. You know, there's 4 seasons. They should all get the specific number of months to play out. Something I think is hilarious is so we have like 6 to 8 months of winter, and then we have maybe 2 months of spring, like 3 months of summer, depending on how long spring wants to last, and then like 1-2 months of fall, again depending on how long each one wants to last. But yep. But there's something in each season, and I like watching it change too. I have some really one of my favorites. It's not a painting, it's a picture. It's like one of the ones where if you look at it from a different way, like it'll change. I had picked it out from my mom's office years ago, but she doesn't have anywhere to hang it up anymore. So it's now mine in my room. So you can see winter, autumn, and spring, or more so summer, because it's kind of hard to showcase spring. But it's really nice. It's a really nice picture. When I used to meditate, actually, one of my happy places, if not the lake, my happy place to go to was actually like a field, and I would sit in the middle, and on, like, in each corner that I would look in, there would be a different season. So I'd be in the middle. It's like, if it's a square, I'd be in the middle, and this part would be like, you know, winter, and then it would be spring, and then it would be summer, and then it would be fall. And it's like, it was really nice. I haven't meditated in a while, but it was such a beautiful place in my mind, which I know isn't like a thing in real life, but I think it definitely showcases how much I like my seasons. Yeah, so if you're an INFJ and you have any of these kinds of thoughts, please let me know, because it would just be nice to know that somebody else thinks about things this way. Yeah. Yep. Alright, I think that's all for now. Oh, Adam did tell me that he wanted to see, like, some of my dream catchers, but one of my parents is up inside, and I don't. want to go in there to grab them, to show them. So I will show them either the next time or the time after that, because I'm going to try to make some more videos, like a video every day, depending on, and then like, you know, wherever I am, I will. So when the next time allows for me to be able to do that, I will definitely do that for you. Yeah. Alright. Have a great weekend and enjoy nature whenever you can. Thanks for watching.